Well, I'm Imran Mirza. I live here in Hyderabad with my wife and 2 daughters, Sanya and Anam. We've lived here a long time. I belong to this city. My parents grew up here. Well, my father worked in the Indian Railways. I started off my career as a printer, and I was into printing for almost 15 or 20 years. And after my marriage, it was my wife who took over the printing press while I got into construction. I remember my grandmother was one of a very, very strong lady, and my mother too. In the 60s and the 70s, when women were really not breaking out, that's the time when she would thrive. She was a working woman. She taught in a school. I have a sister who is an architect, and she's actually better qualified than I am. My father made it very clear at that point that there was never ever any difference between the way we were treated as brothers or sisters, and I think that played an important role in developing the kind of psyche that I have today. In fact, I don't think I've ever felt any kind of pressure to have a boy as a son. Or in the last 30 years that we've been married, me and my wife have never ever talked about the fact that we had 2 girls or that there was any need for a boy. And I think that's very, very old-fashioned. The kids are friends to me. Each one has their own areas of interest, and we let them be. The careers they have chosen are totally things that they have decided upon themselves. I have always loved sport from the time I can't think of life without sport. I played a little bit of tennis and played a bit of cricket as well. Sport has been very much a part of our lives, and I think that probably transcended into Sanya getting into tennis. It was a very normal thing for everyone in the house to try and attempt to play some game. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of Sanya Mirza. That's my elder daughter. She's the #1 player in the world in doubles. She had a ranking of 27 in the world in singles, which I think was phenomenal. Way back in 1991, Sanya was probably about 4.5, 5 years old, and I was playing tennis, and Sanya accompanied me to the courts there, and she was picking balls for us. And her 2 cousins were there, and they were bullying her into saying that you can't play this game, this is for boys, literally. In a country like India, I think probably that there was a feeling that a girl is someone else's property. At some point, she's going to get married. I would hear of that. There were people talking about the fact that she was a girl and she shouldn't be playing tennis and she shouldn't be playing a sport.
It's actually happened to me where my own extended family used to tell my parents, okay, now she's 12 years old, she'll become dark. Now why are you letting her play tennis?
Probably that's where we were a little bit different, because I know there are families where they wouldn't put in this kind of time and effort if it was a girl, and they might have done that for a boy.
All my other friends, they slowly kept dropping out of others who used to play tennis because their parents said, no, you need to get a 85, you need to get a 90, and I used to feel, wow, my parents never say that. I was never told by anyone in my house that I'm not going to be able to do something because I'm a girl, and I'm not going to be able to follow my dream. It's not just about ill-treating a woman, it's not just the extreme stuff. Gender issues are everywhere in the world. As a WTA, as a Women's Tennis Association, we have to fight for equal prize money till today. I won Wimbledon last year and I came back, and I was asked straight away 2 days later that, oh, when do I plan to have kids? I've been married for 6 years. That for me is a very big discrimination. There is a conditioning of where people feel that if you're a girl, then you're going to learn how to cook and you're going to get married and then you're going to have a kid and then your life is complete. To make the situation better, it doesn't happen if I alone do it or you alone do it or my dad alone does it. It happens when there's a movement, there's a change in thinking, and that's a cultural change that needs to come.
Being recognized as Sanya Mirza's father is one of the greatest thrills of my life. There cannot be a prouder moment for a father, where you are known for the brilliant work that your child has done and achieved in this world.
My message to all the young girls in this country, to believe in your dreams, to believe in yourself most importantly, and to trust yourself and to trust your judgment. Do what you love and don't let anyone tell you that you're less than anybody else in the world. Baba, I obviously don't say this enough to you because we just don't have that emotional kind of talk. But I want to tell you thank you very much for being the person that you are and the father that you are, but most importantly the friend that you've become. Thank you very much for being my Baba, and I love you.
तुम सी ही तुम रहो, तुम खूबसूरत हो, खुद से भी ये कहो तुम खूबसूरत हो, बात दिल की सुनो तुम खूबसूरत हो, तुम सी ही तुम